What's up, ya nincompoops? I don't have a cold open this week because my brain's off. I'm on vacation. Not really, but I'm on vacation. My brain's off, so you don't get a cold open. What you get is me. This is summer Franz. I'm chilling. I'm shirtless right now. That's actually a lie. But actually, don't imagine me shirtless. But put the shirt back on in your brain image of me. Good.
Yeah, you nasties.
You sick freaks. No, this isn't Franz ASMR. That's a Patreon exclusive. We are Paramecia Fancast, a One Piece fancast where we review the latest chapter of One Piece and have a different One Piece related discussion every single week. I think I said my name.
Yeah. My
did
name
it
is
out
John.
of order.
I did not say my name.
Oh. You don't get a name.
And had I not said it the entire episode, somebody would have been like, who the fuck is this guy?
Who's this freak?
No, speaking of
This guy
names.
keeps talking and he doesn't say anything.
My name, your name.
Speaking of your name, Makoto Shinkai. I remembered 5 centimeters per second the other day, you asshole. Fuck you.
Hey, fuck you.
Well, I was talking to Makoto Shinkai, not you.
Oh, okay. Because I know sometimes that sentiment's pointed at me, because sometimes I make you watch things that make you feel things.
Oh, I felt things. When I watched 5 centimeters per second.
I remember the whole Anohana story.
Bruh. I shotgunned it in like one day, and I finished it at like 7 a.m. and I was emotionally destroyed.
Completely fucked out. Like, dried. Like, no more tears can come out. Oh, that's the
tear
fucking
ducts
life.
were hit by a fucking meteor, dude. I was done.
I remember when Adri's brother came over. He came to visit Japan, and I was like, we were like sitting around like, oh, let's watch a movie, and I was like, let's watch 5 centimeters per second, and Adri like knew, was like, what the fuck, why? Adri's brother, he was like, oh, like, sure, it's by the same guy that did Your Name, I'd love to see it, and like, both of them are very like emotional people, so like. But, like, mind you, this was, like, the like, upteenth time I've watched 5 centimeters per second. So I'm just sitting there, like,
numb.
in my brain, like, Itsudemo sagashiteiru yo, doka ni. And, like, they're just sobbing. Both of them are sobbing and just saying, why? Why? Why?
Why would you do this to us?
Oh, God. That's the legacy I have. That's the gift that I give to everyone. If you haven't, watched 5 centimeters per second.
And then come to our Discord and tell us how hard you cried.
Exactly. You don't have to pull your punches. We're here with you.
Yeah, we will reveal how hard we've cried. Spoiler, it's a lot.
Spoiler, we haven't stopped.
Yes, I'm still not emotionally stable yet.
Oh, man. Now, speaking of Your Name, chapter...
Speaking of not stopping crying.
Yeah. Speaking of a lot of things, chapter 986, My Name. My name.
My name.
That was...
just okay. Without getting into it right now, what happens later in the chapter? My name is Yef. my name is Yef. This whole situation could have just been fucking deflated with those words, but we'll get into that in a bit.
No, why did I have to do this? Oh, God. We open up with Gang Beige's All My Family, Volume 31, Escape from the Navy, and the weird man calling himself our father.
Our guy, fucking pounding pussy. Yeah! screaming and crying on the fucking.
They're
They
gone.
really just like okay. When he was revealed to be back, everybody was fucking like freaking out. They're like, there comes Oda again, bringing him back to life. His death meant nothing, and I'm like, guys,
It cheapens the shots. This and that.
whatever, bro. Like, he's not. Pound is not going to be the one to find the One Piece. So ultimately, I don't give a shit. But I love Oda being like, oh yeah. Doubling down on the gag from Whole Cake Island.
It's just so like. So like the first time the gag happened was before we presumably saw his death.
Yeah.
And then this time he might just be captured by the Navy at this rate.
Oh my god, dude. Just the look on his face, just the scream. I can imagine the scream. Just
Oh
god, just super high pitched. Yeah,
it's so good. It's good to see that Lolo went on with the Beige Crew and the Fire Tank Pirates. So they're confirmed together. But rest in peace, like Pound. He's dead again.
Yeah, dead yet again. I will say I do love. I don't know if this is like their actual permanent Jolly Roger, but I want it to be. Gang beige with the little cigar and then like the little castles and the cannons. It's so fucking cute.
It's so unconventional, but it's so like I can see like so you can maybe think that like Chiffon made it for him. No, like I think the tongue guy Vigo, right?
Yeah. Vito,
did it and was like
whatever.
Yeah, whatever. Tongue guy.
Yeah,
was
tongue guy.
like, "Hey boss, look what I did." And Beige was like, "You Galumba.
You're a natural Picasso, you Galumba."
And stuck it right up there.
Yeah. Oh God, no! This opening a chapter like this with a gag like this is chef kiss. I love it.
The good old like give it to you, pull you back, give it to you.
Yeah. I will say it's not the final volume, so like I still want to see what the hell happens, because now I'm like, okay, like I would have thought the reunion and like the aftermath would have been like the final volume of this,
but maybe more gags.
Yeah, I don't know, because now it's like, well, are they gonna meet again at some point in the main storyline? Like,
yo,
is Pound gonna keep chasing him down? Like,
I could see it like switching away. Maybe like this isn't the last time we'll see from the Fire Tank Pirates.
Yeah.
But like so there's the whole thing. Arthur translated some interview with one of Oda's editors, and I didn't read it because I just don't read anything. Like, ironically enough, I'm doing a podcast about a manga, which is a reading medium, but
I just can't read.
Generally speaking, I can't read. So from what I've heard, the editor cried at not this chapter, that was apparently a mistake Arthur had made, but next chapter he had cried. So like, if next chapter if it's not like a double page spread or something, it's just "Oh my family." Could you imagine like Pound like getting arrested and like being like "La la Shivan," and then whatever happens that makes us cry?
I would love it if the editor like cried and everyone's expecting like next week is like some epic chapter. They're like, "What the fuck did the editor cry at?" And then he like clarifies like, "Guys, did you not read the cover story? That shit was sad as hell."
Oh, that would be so good. Damn. But we gotta wait till next week for that. In the meantime, we're here at Onigashima, rear entrance, and finally Kinemon and Denjiro catch up to the rest of the Akazaya. And, dude, we've talked about it a little bit before, but some, like, online Twitter randos like saying like Oda sucks at paneling this and that. I wholeheartedly disagree. Like just because he uses like rectangles very firmly, like the way he uses and takes up the space.
No, when people say, "Oh, Oda sucks at paneling," like shut the fuck up. Like there's a video. Oh God, I can't remember who. I think it's actually Super Eye Patch Wolf. He has a video talking about Dragon Ball, and he talks about Akira Toriyama's like paneling and how it's like really fucking good. Like how, like as soon as you look at a page, your eyes, just the way the images are drawn and the text bubbles, like your eyes are just naturally drawn to where they're supposed to be. And Oda does that on like every single page, pretty much.
And where you have like other manga around like Bleach that had nothing that would like draw you in the directions that you're supposed to be looking at, or like I don't read Hunter x Hunter, but I've seen some pages. They seem to be cherry picked. They seem to be worst of the worst, but like it just seems to be like
is it one image in one panel and then the rest of the rectangles are text?
yeah.
Hunter x Hunter's sick, bro. It's the best.
So like, you know, Oda does a lot with what he's got, because like what we see here is we see a lot of samurai like as they're like cheering on Kinemon and Denjiro as they go up towards the rear, and they say best of luck, and we get two panels side by side of Denjiro and Kinemon. The resolution in their face after they finish climbing up, and then next page we get like it's not a double page spread, but like it damn well near is, because we get all of the Akazaya samurai there with, in the middle, Kinemon and Denjiro looking like this is a standout panel. This is great. And Kanjuro's dead body on the floor, textless, so it doesn't like really take away from the moment.
Yeah. And
like, come on.
Yeah. Come on, dude. And they want to talk about paneling. Look, this panel in particular at the bottom is like the perfect example of how good Oda is at like paneling. Because like any other mangaka would have had this flashback split up into like multiple panels. Like each one of those word bubbles would have been like an individual panel. Like
true
showing what's going on. Like this panel, as your eyes scan from right to left reading it, like time is passing. Like you're getting the whole flashback in one panel, and like the scene is like being played out live as you're reading it.
It's so like
it
shows
it's so
that,
good.
Like,
yeah,
focus in pacing too. Like there's no like it's good. And then
dude, yeah, this whole page is so fucking good.
The next damn page, like Roblox oof sound.
Yeah.
Because you get the last like quote unquote audio clips of the flashback as Kinemon's recalling this, as he looks down at Kanjuro, assumedly cut down.
Yeah,
like
I'm thinking he's like actually dead.
So Adri agrees with you. We talked about it last night. She believes he's like dead, and because like. Her whole thing was like he was basically kind of a throwaway character as is, just to like move the plot along, and like he's completed what he needed to do. I'm sitting here thinking that maybe he's an ink clone or something or another.
Yeah.
But like after some back and forth. Oh, by the way, Adri's not on this episode and might not be next week as well. We're ordering better audio equipment for her. We like not just like John and I, but specifically Adri. She wanted to like uphold a better standard of quality, so we're getting her kids. Like real quick, Grandpappy Franz is about to tell you something. If you're getting into podcasting, a lot of people will tell you get an XLR mic, get a mixer, get a DI, get a this, get a that. Fuck that.
Yeah.
Just get a pot like a microphone arm, a windscreen, and get yourself a blue Yeti microphone. Like,
Yeah, because I've seen a lot of people like, oh, like all the USB mics, like they have a lot of background noise. I'm like, yeah, but you can also like filter that shit out in editing. Like,
yeah, like, sorry, you all suck at Audacity, a program that's like, look, I'm no brain genius, but Audacity, that's easy.
yeah.
So, like,
You just have to think of it like this: like if you have a cheaper mic, or like if you're going cheaper on the mic, you're just gonna have to do a little bit more legwork in the audio editing, but it'll come out like the same.
exactly.
Unless you're like a giant audiophile who can like hear the fucking pixels of sound or however the fuck they're measured.
And like,
Like,
don't get us wrong. John and I have done music for like about a decade.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Our ears are trained, and it's like negligible if at all, especially if you're doing like digital recording, which is what we're doing. You're gonna have to go through a USB eventually.
Yeah,
So, like,
exactly.
You're gonna get some loss of fidelity. It doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah.
Just
It's
get yourself
Are you gonna front end that loss, or are you gonna wait until like the last like transfer to do it?
right. It just becomes like minimal returns. Like it just degrades so far where like it doesn't fucking matter. So we're getting Adri a microphone somewhat soon. I have to check the podcast arm because the microphone arm that I got, we have to wait and see. It's not out of stock, it's just unavailable. So
Oh shit.
I gotta check that out. But yeah, when Adri and I were talking, I was saying Shadow Clone, she was saying he's dead, and she brought up that like if it was a Shadow Clone, like it would make this being like a shonen battle manga, it would make some degree of sense that the clone just disappears.
Yeah, because we've seen when his clones disappear, they turn back into the drawings, like on the floor.
Yeah.
So I think if it was an ink clone, it would have just turned into like a drawing of him as soon as Kiku struck him down. But I mean, she was like crying and her sword was like covered in blood. So
Yeah, it's I think, look, I still subscribe a little bit to the ink clone, but I think it's pretty safe to say that he's kind of dead.
yeah.
But
I also like if he was alive. My thing is like if he was alive, like I don't know where his story could go, because I don't think he had no, the way he was written after it was revealed he was the traitor. He really had no sort of like want for any kind of redemption with the Akazaya Nine.
yeah,
He was just kind of like, yeah, I'm chaos. This is like, I just want everything to burn. It's like he didn't
he's
have
just
any
another bad guy.
Yeah, he didn't have any small redeeming, like, oh, he can be saved. It was just like, fuck. Like, yeah, no, he's been like this the whole time.
Yeah, so he had to be cut down eventually. And, like, he's not necessarily, like, a big mastermind of this whole plan. Like, he really is kind of just, like, a mid-level soldier at this rate.
Yeah.
So, for him to be, like, quote-unquote off-screened, even though it wasn't really that off-screen,
Yeah.
narratively, I think it's fine.
Yeah, I think it works. I do like the even after everything that happened, I like Kinemon putting his hat on, like, to cover his face.
Yeah, because,
man, because even though they're like, I mean, you can see it, like Raizo and Kiku are crying, like, even though he was the traitor, like, he was still one of them. And I mean, the flashback before, the panel before this, like, showed that, like, he was there with them the entire time.
it's rough, because, like, they were there, you know, being raised for, like, a couple of decades together, you know. If you spend a long enough time with someone, like, as long as you don't, if you're friends for, like, a whole time and then someone does some shit, like, you still have all those, like, memories, and that just makes things hurt more.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, exactly.
It really, really, like, it makes this whole scene hurt bad.
Yeah.
Izo, though.
Yeah, I love this. They see Izo, and Kinemon and Denjiro are like, Izo? And I love, like, the fucking predator, you son of a bitch.
Yes.
They got you pushing pencils now.
Oh, yes.
But Izo has a line here that I'm like, fuck, this shit got me. Like, I was not expecting it. Kinemon is like, so this is where you've chosen to make your last stand. and then they do the predator like handshake thing, and then Izo says, "I've missed too many chances for a glorious and meaningful death," and it's like, fuck, dude.
Ooh.
That's fucking heavy. Like,
It's loaded, considering.
yeah, all the shit Izo's been through. Like, fuck, dude. Like,
It's nuts. And with that, they just go straight on in, and we change the scene straight to Kaido continuing his speech from last time. Will you die here like your liege, or will you conquer the world with us? I'm familiar with the great loyalty of samurai. If you choose to fight us and die, I give you my praise. And we get both the Oniwa Banshu and the Mimawari Gumi, both of them saying, we get numbers for each of these groups. Kiadi Mundi says 5,000 members of Oniwa Banshu are at your beck and call. And then the fucking bum-looking dude of the Mimawari Gumi, he says the samurai of Wano, 5,000 strong, offer our allegiance. So this is like remember how like last time we talked about how like there's a lot of like chess pieces like being moved around? I did not know there were 10,000 fucking chess pieces available.
Yeah. I didn't know how many squares there were actually on this fucking chessboard.
It's a little bit less than chess, and it's more of a Muso game.
Yeah, basically. It really is just Pirate Warriors 4 the whole time. I love the Oniwa Banshu like sweating and their thought bubble like, oh shit, like,
like, ooh, we dodged that bullet.
And then like the Mimiwari Gumi are like, oh, poor Shogun Orochi, well, whatever. And then the fucking Beast Pirate's like putting his arm around the guys, hey, we didn't have to fight you guys anyway.
Dude, and like Hyogoro's like pissed. He's like, cause like it's very clear that both of these groups do not really align themselves with like the samurai way, the Bushido.
Yeah.
And that's getting Hyogoro really tilted.
Yeah. Oh, Hyogoro, dude. I want to see what the fuck happens with like, because Hyogoro and like all of them are at the ground level, so I'm assuming with what happens at the end is that are they gonna just start popping off immediately?
I really hope so, and hear me out. I want Hyogoro to have Master Roshi's like his like power up form.
Oh yes,
I like
because
in the flashbacks, dude. Yeah, in the flashbacks he was like a normal sized person, and now he's old.
Yeah.
Either way, I'd love to see him kick ass, but it'd be really funny for him to just like grow anchor arms from SpongeBob.
Yeah.
Just go around punching everything.
Dude, it'd be so good. Oh god, we get fucking Big Mom though, and she's like, oh, like mama, so we've cleared up the manpower question. Keep them nice and snug down there.
Yes, mother.
You see all the fucking homies. Well, okay, you see the homies and they're holding Carrot and Nami, but Shinobu's not there. And then Nami is like holding her own, and her thought bubble's like, as long as they don't spot Shinobu, we've still got a chance. She could still save Momo. And then you see like Shinobu like ninja hopping around, like apologizing to Nami. And she's like, Lord Oden saw the situation clearly. He knew that vanquishing Orochi would change nothing. Even 20 years ago, the true enemy was Kaido.
Damn.
And it's like, ah, shit. Yeah, like, yeah.
There's a lot to be said about that, but like, honestly, that's the most like, yeah, she's just fucking right. Like,
Yeah.
Kaido was the biggest issue.
Oh, God. Dude. This whole, like, starting from this scene with Kaido speaking, like, this whole
There's
chapter
so
is just like,
much.
fuck, yeah. Kaido is just like standing next to Momonosuke and he's like, "Wo-do-do-do-do-do. Hey kid, now Wano neither has a shogun to lead it, nor samurai to serve him. The fools in the flower capital are carrying on with their festival, unaware that this is their final night of freedom. I always had this nagging doubt in my mind. How could a little coward like you possibly be the son of Kozuki Oden?" And you see like Momonosuke like surprised looking at him. He's like, this execution is meant to bring an end to the old Wano. But now that I think back upon that day 20 years ago in the burning castle, you did not answer my question. And we get a flashback of Spaghetti Legs Kaido. What is your name? I'm gonna fall, it's too high. And, it's so fucked. He's like, if you are not the son of Kozuki, Oden, and Toki, then I'll call off this execution and offer a full apology for the confusion. So I ask you one more time, boy, what is your name? And I'm like, dude, Kaido is like, I don't, like, fuck, dude.
Dude, Oden got him so fucked up that he's really, like, about to cave in the skull of a 5-year-old.
Yeah,
8-year-old.
he literally, like, god damn, like, if you just forget that your father ever fucking existed, I will let you live, like, the happiest life you've ever had. I won't fucking interfere, like.
The ultimatums this man just gives out.
Yeah, but, oh god. And then, like, you see all the fucking beast pirates and shit laughing. They're like, you're so kind, Master Kaido. One little white lie and the kid gets to live. You better come up with a funny name, kid. And Momonosuke just, like, thinking, like, my name.
The whole, like, you better come up with a funny name feels very much like that scene in Futurama where I forget who it is like, threatening to jump off a building. And then I think it was Zoidberg just being like, do a flip.
Yeah, I forget somebody's gonna jump off the building and do a flip.
Like, it feels very much like that. Oh, damn. But we switch back into the castle where both Yamato and Luffy are running around and having this whole discussion. Oh, what do you mean that little boy is the real Kozuki Momonosuke? And Luffy, like, blows Yamato's mind even further. It's like, yup, all of them vassals are still alive. And he's just like, what?
Yeah.
Like, way to make his day, right? Like, he's looking up to Oden, and he's like, I'm the only one that can take up the will of Kozuki Oden and this and that. Because the Akazaya Nine are no more. And then he finds out, like, oh shit, they're alive now.
Yeah, oh fuck. Like, all of them and, Oden's son is alive. And I really like this because I want, like, Momonosuke is gonna get freed. I don't think Oda's gonna kill a fucking 8-year-old. But I want Momonosuke at some point. I want him to meet, I want him to meet Hiyori eventually, but I want him to meet Yamato.
Oh most
just because I want Yamato to, like, see Momonosuke and just like Oden was like his hero, so to meet his hero's son would be like, oh fuck, like yes.
And to, like, see him, like, really in this situation, especially.
Yeah, like,
really,
grow
like,
into.
Yeah, it'll embolden him. It'll be good.
It's gonna be fucking sick. But as they're running, Luffy is like, now let me take these things off like I promised. You just want them removed, right? And Yamato's like, actually, just to be, like, extra safe, can you, like, take them off and throw them? I don't think they'll explode, but just in case.
But
Yeah, but and I love Luffy, like, taking a deep breath. This whole sequence at the bottom is so interesting and cool. I'm like, damn, Luffy has grown a lot. Because, like,
a lot, dude.
Takes a deep breath, and then with, like, purposefully drawn without the black armament hockey, just like
Rayleigh.
Yeah, just like Rayleigh. I mean, granted, you could say, like, I think there was a flashback that, like, retconned it and showed Rayleigh doing it with I can't remember. I remember there was a flashback showing the Ryo when Rayleigh took off Kami's cuff, but I don't remember if he had armament hockey or not. I still don't think he did.
I don't think he did.
But maybe. I don't know. I just like this because they've shown, like, every time they've shown Ryo, it's like
the bubble kind of thing.
Yeah, the advanced armament hockey, like, is not using the black coating. So I like that Luffy is, like, deep breath concentrating, not black coating, and then, like, just rips them off and chucks them. And Yamato, he's like, they're off! Like, he doesn't believe it.
Like, I mean, I don't blame him. Like, it's been a lot. Like, first it's like, oh shit, that's Luffy. Oh shit, Luffy can take these fucking cuffs off that have been on my damn arms for, like, decades. Oh shit, that's Oden's son. Oh shit, the Akazaya Nine are alive. It's been a day.
Yeah, Yamato has had, like, the greatest / most stressful day of his life. But, oh my goodness. It's, we get another cut over to, we get Who's Who and Ulti, and they get a, like, a message on the little Denden Mushi, and it's like, Yamato and Straw Hat Luffy are heading towards the stage. And, like, Who's Who is just like, the performance stage, you say, and Ulti's like, you'll pay for this, Yamato. Like, she's not even after Luffy at this point.
Yeah, dude, like, I don't understand what Ulti's, like, complete motive is, but
yeah.
I think this shit's real funny.
I'm here for it.
Yeah. And we cut to the, oh my god, what was it? It was a Triceratops thing or something?
Oh, the Brachio tank?
The Brachio tank. Usopp and Chopper in the Brachio tank. Just like, Usopp, you're going the wrong way! And them talking about the announcement to kill Momo and how they're fucking surrounded. And Usopp's just, I love the line, trust in the toughness of General Frankie's exterior.
Yeah. I love this because, like, Chopper's like, Usopp, we're going the wrong way, but Usopp is the one that's like, you heard that announcement, like, they're gonna kill Momo, so, like, they're running towards Momo, like, into the danger, like, fucking Usopp is like, no, we have to go save Momo.
Also, Chopper, at some point, like, when he's, like, saying, like, oh, there's danger all around, he has, like, I guess he's using it's called a periscope, the periscope for the Brachio tank, and he says, are these giants? So they might be facing off against the numbers, don't you think?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it has to be. Frickin'. Oh, there was. So I was watching Sawyer7 Mage on YouTube. He put a video for this chapter, but he talked about a theory, I guess, that, like, well, he talked about the theory that, like, you know, Usopp's lies always come true.
Oh, yeah.
In some strange roundabout way. And all the way back before Skypiea, like right when they were entering Skypiea, when they saw the shadows of the Shandians, when they saw the shadow, they didn't know they were the shadows at first, but they saw the big, like, things in the ocean, like it, you know, the shadows of the Shandians being cast down.
Right, right.
They were like, oh my god, like, these things are bigger than giants, like, what the fuck are these? And they're all freaking out. And then when they escape from them, Usopp says something along the lines of, oh, like, they're so, like, they're, I forget, he's like, oh, they're lucky they didn't fight a great warrior like me, like, I've already taken out 10 of them before, or something like that. And it's like, what the and then, like, because somebody also says, like, oh, those were bigger than giants, and then he's like, oh yeah, like, they're lucky they didn't fight me, I've taken out like 10 of them before. And it's like, oh, haha, you know, Usopp, funny lie.
Yeah.
But in this arc, when Kid saw the numbers, he was like, holy shit, they're bigger than giants. And it's like, oh no, they're like, Usopp being there, I'm like, I don't know how, if this trend is gonna keep up of his lies coming true, like, I don't know how he's gonna do it, but
dude,
like,
Usopp piloting the like Shogun Frankie,
yeah,
like, I mean, that is the move.
That, and like, his observation hockey has leveled up like a lot.
Oh,
so I know Usopp is like the meme, but also like like, he's fucking good.
Like, he admittedly, yeah, he's a coward, but also, like, Usopp sniping.
Yeah, Usopp doing that marksman thing. Oh god,
man. We switch back to like small little scenes. We get Kawamatsu cutting down a couple of people, like some drunk guy, like, oh, intruders, cuts them down as the rest of them move forward. We get a couple of different scenes. We get Law with Beppo, meaning he went back into the submarine, or that Beppo and everyone else came out with him.
Maybe, because I know Law, he brought the samurai to the entrance, and then Denjiro and Kinemon like went their separate ways to flank or whatever.
Right.
But if I remember correctly, Law kept going, so maybe he waited for his crew.
Maybe.
Yeah, he went like underground, like he went through the back entrance or some shit like that. But he went like underground into the base. So he's somewhere there. I want to see where this leads, like what he eventually ends up doing.
It'll be good. We've also got Kid strangling a man with his Magneto arm.
Dude,
Zoro
Kid.
cutting people up.
Zoro looks like the shading on his eye. I'm like, oh fuck. And then Kid just like the blood coming out of this guy's mouth. I'm like, bro, he's pushing the GX12 5-pin aviation connector into this guy's chest.
I can't believe, like, at this rate, we're gonna have to have, like, a Discord emoji of the fucking pin connector.
Yeah. It's gonna happen, bro. But
I hate you.
I just love, like, Kid has, like, I don't know if it's his blood or the blood from the people he's been killing, like, dripping down his mouth. But I'm like, oh, dude, Kid is fucking metal as fuck. Pun
Dude, he's getting
intended.
in there. But, tis.
Yeah. But, oh, God, I'm excited. I see these 3 panels, and I'm like, hell yeah, the boys are back in town. And then I just think, man, you know who we haven't seen in a while who can turn invisible?
Mm?
my dog, Mr. Prince. Yeah.
Like,
I'm waiting.
It really does become a thing of, like, here on the podcast, like, we clown on Sanji a lot, but, like, Sanji in Mr. Prince mode is pretty exciting.
Yeah. Like, Sanji, when he goes off on his own, he's in, like, a constant state of clutch. That's what it is.
Exactly. Like, when there's no need to be clutch, he's always at a 0. But if there's a need to be clutch, he's at 100.
Every single time.
God, what a goat.
This entire next sequence of panels is like, fuck,
there's so
dude.
much, dude.
So we get Momonosuke, like, on the fucking cross, and he gets a flashback to his mother, and Toki's like, you are meant to one day carry this nation on your shoulders. And then we get a flashback to, like, fuck, I think it's like chapter 701 or some shit like that. It's like right before they enter Dressrosa, and they were like, Luffy and him were fighting because Luffy was like, why don't you just fly? Like, I want you to fly me over there. And he's like, I don't want to fly, because he's like afraid of heights. And they start fighting each other. And he's like, you're like nothing or whatever. And he's like, Luffy's like, I'm not nothing. Like, one day I'm going to be king of the pirates. And then right after Luffy says that, like, they're fighting, and in the scene in, like, chapter 701, right after Luffy says that, Momonosuke's next line to Luffy, with his hands in Luffy's mouth, is like, oh yeah, well, one day I'm gonna be the Shogun of Wano. And it's like, oh, like, the fact that that's the moment that, like, you know, is, like, giving Momonosuke the courage to, like, do all this.
Dude, yeah. And then, like, a very small scene. I don't remember if this was in the prior flashback, but we get Oden. What's that? Where your name came from?
Yeah. I assume it's when they were on Roger's ship, because
Momonosuke is tiny.
Yeah. Or Roger or Whitebeard's ship, because there was a scene. I think it's Roger's ship, because they were in the bath in a scene in Roger's ship. I remember that much.
Okay. That adds up. And this sweet little boy from his crucifix yelling down, Momo is a name that means second to none. My name is Kozuki Momonosuke, the man who will be Shogun of Wano. And, dude, fucking, like, Kaido is pissed. Absolutely pissed. And the whole crowd erupts in laughter.
Oh my god. And this inner monologue from Momonosuke is so, like, fuck, dude. Like, you forget when you see Momonosuke that, like, all this pressure placed on him, and the kid's fucking 8 years old.
He's 8 years old, and, like, to his personal, like, timeline, he saw like his parents die months ago.
Yeah. Literal, like 2 months ago, his parents died. And it's like, father, mother, I wanted to be a man, worthy of facing you in the afterlife. Hiyori, I wish I could have seen you again. I don't want to die. I don't want to cry. It is shameful for a warrior to cry in front of others. And it's like, dude, fuck, he's 8. Like, fuck.
Dude, it's this poor boy. Like, I'm glad to see him. He's taking his steps towards maturing. Like,
Yeah.
It's so unfortunate that he has to do that at the age of 8.
Yeah.
But, like, goddamn. But then, flip of the page, just complete utter chaos, explosion from right below where they are.
Yeah. Oh, it's so good. Giant fucking explosion. All the beast pirates are like, oh, like they don't know what's going on.
From downtown, they like keep flying in. Yamato, he's like, I can't believe that cow gorilla, like, chef kiss of a nickname.
Yeah.
He really was going to kill me. That settles it. I no longer think of him as a father. And here we have I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go on a fucking tangent. No one can stop me because I win. That's right.
I win.
Who do you think you are? I am. So here, Luffy says, "Wait, Yamao. If y'all don't watch the anime subbed, you might not pick up on what this is." On my first read through, I didn't pick it up at all until I saw Arthur like post the raws, because like it was like piss fucking late at night.
Yeah.
And what you see there is the same way that like Luffy makes nicknames for Law and for Kid. In Japanese, he says Torao, and then for I don't know what he says for Kid, like, to be honest, but it does have that like suffix o. That o comes from the Japanese otoko, meaning man or guy, which is why we get in the official dub, it's tra guy.
Yeah.
Like, it's a little stifling, it's a little weird. Like, a lot of us are used to Traffy. Like,
Yeah.
Personally, I think that's a little bit of a, like, funnier way. And you see Stephen Paul, like, use it for, like, Jaggy. And so like, Stephen Paul is, like, taken it as well. But this is Luffy himself saying, like, accepting that Yamato is a man. And personally, there should have been no debate at all. But a lot of people are still being very stubborn about it, and this is complete, just like
that. Oda just doubling down.
Yeah, like it. At this point, we get it, like, textually, he is being referred to and seen as a man.
Yeah, and then like even on the next page, they're like, "What?" Like the Beast Pirate's like, "What happened? Did something explode?" And then Yamato's like, "It's Yamato." Like correcting him, and some people read that and they're like, oh, like, you know, that means Yamato like doesn't see himself as a man. It's like, no, like every character that Luffy makes a nickname for always does this. Like it happened in the
Udon prison. It happened
at the Udon prison. It happened in I believe
Punk
it happened
Hazard?
in Punk Hazard with,
or it might have been Sawadee.
Law said
it would have
something.
been Punk Hazard.
Yeah, Law said something because that's when he started calling him, and Law was like, "It's like my name is Trafalgar. Like, what? Why are you fucking like stop fucking calling me that?" I believe it happened at some point in Alabasta with somebody.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, it happens like all the fucking time when Luffy gives them a nickname. Every single character that gets a nickname, there's at least one line of them correct. Like it's like, no, you got my name wrong.
Yeah, like
so it's not like I don't know. I feel like it's cherry picking to say that this one is like, oh, this is Yamato, like
it's a flimsy defense.
Yeah, it's like no, like there's multiple characters that have done this. Like I'd have to go back and really look, but I know for sure that multiple like
like
At
almost
least-
everyone.
Yeah, at least 3 characters he's given nicknames to have told him, like, hey, like, my name is whatever, and then he just keeps calling them that name. Like, that's the gag. It's like, yeah.
Yeah, like it's like if like I know we're preaching to the choir. I know like you listeners are okay, but like it's the kind of thing where like don't beat a dead horse. Like if Oda turned this around and said like actually Yamato's a woman or whatever, like I would have been disappointed, but I would have accepted it.
Yeah.
But here we have the reverse where I'm right. Like we all saw this from a mile away, and then on top of this we got people like trying to stand their ground with this is the hill that they want to die on. But
can you imagine like J.R.R. Tolkien writing a character and being like, yeah, this character's an elf, and then every single person who reads the book is like, no, that character's not an elf. And it's like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, he fucking wrote it. Like what are you talking about?
right.
Like,
And then it's like, but at the same token, it's like it's someone who would be like, but in the Silmarillion, there's like one like little pretext of like this and that. There's like one line that's written like towards the end of the book, and it's like, yeah, he didn't finish the Silmarillion. Like his son finished writing it with fans. Like, what?
Come on,
come on, y'all. So yeah,
fucking...
just wanted to take the time to say I'm very excited. I am still somewhat cautious, but I'm happy about this outcome.
Yeah, and I actually like really love Luffy in this moment. Like,
oh, dude.
Because people have been saying like, oh, like maybe Yamato like joins the Straw Hats. Like it makes thematic sense for like the Oden, you know, the successor of Oden's will to like be the one to journey to Laugh Tale with the new Pirate King. Like it just makes so much thematic sense.
Yeah,
and
it'd be perfect.
We were told that like Jinbei and so like there were the 2 new Straw Hats would join back to back, Jinbei and somebody else, and the other person would be a former enemy of some kind.
So,
you know, I don't know if Oda had changed that around, because it's like, well, do you, like, just because Yamato's the son of Kaido, does that count as former enemy? But whatever.
yeah, exactly. Like there's a lot to be discussed. Like it's still open to interpretation, but
yeah,
I'm excited.
The point is, I like Luffy acting like a true fucking captain right now, because he's like, wait, Yamao. And then he's like, well, we made it in time, but we're not the ones who start this battle. Like, Luffy of all people being like, no, this is not our fight. Like, this is, you know.
The maturity. The
like,
glow
the
up.
fact that Luffy understands, like, the weight of this is like, damn, man. Like, I love you because you're an idiot, but yeah, you've grown. Like, this is character growth. Everyone's like,
Luffy hasn't grown. Luffy hasn't fucking processed like Ace's death. He hasn't been sad over Ace's death.
everyone keeps saying dumb shit like that, and I'm like, guys, like, he didn't, like, Luffy doesn't have to be, like, angry over Ace's death. Like, him saying with a straight face that Ace was dead to Tama in the beginning of Wano,
that was a lot.
Was, like, already character growth beyond, like, anything. Like, the fact that he's able to, now, like, understand what happened and, like, rationalize it. Like, yeah, like, he's come to he can accept it finally. Like, yes, like, Ace is dead. I don't know. That it's a whole nother discussion of, like, oh, like, character development in One Piece, like, oh, it doesn't exist. And I'm like, you guys, we must not be reading the same thing. You must not be a real fan, because, like,
Luffy just
yeah.
He grows so much, and like especially now, like the difference between now and like way back when in the East Blue arc, it's so clear as day.
Yeah, but oh, dude,
he makes way, dude, and in come in the Akazaya 9, right behind Kaido.
So fucking good,
dude. King notices, and he's like, "Oh shit." Queen notices, like,
yeah,
where'd they come from? And Jack is like, he's like shaken by the sight of Garfield and Odie. The Mink Kings, they're alive.
It's like, yeah, bro, like, you're the one who didn't kill them. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, like, what, you think they'd bleed to death? Like, come on. These guys? Nah. The action is, like, so on point, too, where Izo pops out and just shoots King's blade straight out of his hand, and everyone's suddenly surprised that Izo's fucking there.
Yeah. Damn, you know I keep that motherfucking thing on me, Izo. Dude, so fucking good. And all of them.
Pistol.
Yeah. And fucking Garfield, dude. Garfield going ham. Like, smacking the club out of Kaido's hand.
Power scaling! Power scaling!
Dude, it's like, I feel like there's some people that would be legitimately pissed, but like, Kaido did have 9 very strong people go at him, basically.
Yeah. People, like, I'm not gonna get mad and get into this, like, too deep again, but it's like, people completely misread and, like, they took Kaido's introduction as just complete fact, everything that was said in there. And I'm almost positive it was written to be, like, to build up the mythos of Kaido. Like, yeah, Kaido is, like, the strongest fucking warrior. Here's a whole bunch of exaggerated stories about how nothing can fucking kill him, and he's, like, invincible because he has this army on this island that nobody knows anything about because no one's allowed to enter. Nobody knows anything about Kaido, so of course the entire world would have this giant, like, mythos about him built.
There is a lot to it, too. Like, sure, we did see him jump off of a sky island trying to kill himself.
Yeah.
And, like, not die. Like, it's not to say that they're entirely false. Like, it's not a buggy situation.
No, yeah.
But, like, to say that, like, oh, he's, like, a fucking jobber just because, like, the Akazaya Nine, the 9 strongest samurai in Wano.
Yeah, Ashura Doji and Denjiro stood up to him, like, by themselves in that flashback, and they lived to tell, like, they didn't get gravely injured, like, they lived.
Exactly.
So it's like, and we've heard, like, constantly from every character in the Marines, like, the samurai of Wano are on another level of strength, like, they are completely in a different class from anything, like, we can't fight them, like, you know.
Exactly. So, like, the standard's up there, and, like, you have been told, like, we as readers have been told about this.
Yeah, we've been shown, like, fucking Oden is the one who put a scar on Kaido, like,
dude, and, like, we get to see how it's, like, fucked him up. Like, he's being blindsided by so many things. The fact that they're fucking alive, because no one really believed him. No one believed Orochi. Kyoshiro, like, betraying them because they still see him as Kyoshiro. And, like, on the next page, you see a little bit of, like, Kaido, like, his eyes go wide. It seems to be anger, but all these samurai going after him, he just yells out Oden, almost as if he's having, like, a moment of PTSD.
Yeah, like, he's, like, oh man, this whole final panel is so fucking good. Because we get from the samurai's point of view, like, their thought process, like, surrender your name and be as a child, put your life into this attack, never come back to Wano, and then they say the fucking, the slur from way back, SNATCHED! Like,
dude, all of them go in.
And the scene that you talked about where he sees Oden, like, I mean, we had talked about it before. The whole reason he did this shit with Momonosuke, like, held him above the fucking, like, held him above the thing, like, dangling him off the building, telling him on the execution, like, if you give me any other name, like, I'll let you go and I'll offer a full apology. It's like, he was scared of Oden. Like,
he's scared of his will, too.
Yeah, judging and he does it, like, yeah, that's it.
Like, this with Momo being like, throw away your name, basically, and also with Yamato fucking beating Yamato and chaining him just because he wanted to be just like good old Oden.
Yeah, this is, You know, when I read this, the only thing I could think of when I got to this last page, I was like, damn, and all I could think of was fucking Dr. Hiralook, dude. Like, when is a man truly die? When he is forgotten? And it's like, fuck, you see all 9 samurai just go it, like, Kyoshiro or Kinemon and Denjiro have their fucking blades, like, seemingly in Kaido, and they're fucking launching him off the building.
Dude, this is so cool. I don't think it's completely meant to be like this, but it reminds me a lot of this is going to be a pretty long tangent. So this might be the last thing. Do you have anything to say?
No, I got nothing else. This was a fantastic chapter.
So I'm gonna have to look this up a tiny bit. So in Kyoto, in Japan, there is a really famous sightseeing spot called Kiyomizu-dera. It's over on the hold on. It's up on the like hilly side of the east side of Kyoto, if I'm not mistaken. It's been a while since I've been there.
Yeah.
And like it's like full of fucking people. Completely fucking full. And there's one specific it's a temple complex. There's a lot of different sites. It's really beautiful to go. This and that. But there is one specific portion of it that used to be like a stage, basically, that it like I've heard it referred to as a stage, but it's basically this like terrace platform. I'll post a picture on the Discord. There's a terrace platform, this and that, and legend has it that if you throw yourself off this platform, this ledge, if you it's always expressed as take the plunge. You like mind you, this is a like 40-foot drop. If you take the plunge, your wish will be realized. And there's like some documentation of it during the Edo period. This happened quite a bit, and to the point where like there's a bit of a saying. It was a saying then, and it's still a little bit of a saying now. People know what you're talking about. If you say like jump off the stage at Kiyomizu, but the rate at which people like flew off, there were 234 jumps recorded during the Edo period, and towards the end of it,
Christ.
It became like illegal to do so. 85% of people survived a like 5-story drop. And like there was like I've heard of someone doing it like 3 times. Some like woman was just like, man, fuck it, this shit work. She's like flying off, dude.
I'm on my 4th dream, bro.
So all of this to say that like if you see the last panel of this page, you see them all fly and take Kaido off, and they're plunging off the stage portion, and like the whole stage has deliberately been like up and above everyone else.
Yeah.
So they're going down with Kaido. They're taking the plunge. They're jumping off the stage to fulfill their wish, to fulfill the will of Oden. And that shit has me fucking hype.
Oh, it's so good.
Dude, like I don't know if it's confirmed, but I do see parallels.
Yeah, no, I'm sure that has something to do with it, bro. With the amount of love and care Oda has put into writing like all of the references in this arc, I would not doubt it.
It's such a like famous thing too, like, so I definitely see it being the like plausible, at least.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. But oh my god, dude. Yeah, I got nothing else. It was a good ass chapter.
It was fucking good, and we'll be back next week for my birthday, baby.
Hey.
Well, August 10th, the day after, whatever. Still my birthday. Fuck you.
Same shit.
Same shit. We'll be back with chapter 987. in the meantime, you can go to socials. You can follow us on our Twitter. We are at Paramecia Cast. We're Paramecia Fancast everywhere else. YouTube, Facebook, the other stuff. Our podcasts go up to parameciafancast.libsyn.com. They'll go up there first and immediately be sent to all of your podcatchers. Stitcher, Google Play, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, all of them. If you use one that it doesn't have our podcast for some reason, let us know and hopefully we can resolve that. But that's where you can catch us as usual. That's where our feed goes out to. If you want a little bit more of us, you can join our Discord. Links to that are in all our socials. And boy howdy, we've got a very, very nice community. Like, none of this Reddit shit where it's like, oh, you're fucking dumb, this and shit of like, you know, we've got a nice community. Everyone's so damn sensible. I swear, like, I never thought that, like, you know, if you curate your own community, it can, like, really blossom into something really nice. So join us there. I think that's about it as far as shit we need to plug. A couple of weeks ago, I did say I was looking to do some YouTube stuff, me by myself. I don't know if that'll go on Paramecia TV, but I will put links to that when that's up on the Discord. I've already recorded quite a bit of a Let's Play for Paper Mario and the Origami King. So I will post links to that exclusively on the Discord. Maybe we'll like send some links out through the Twitter, but I'll be working on that the rest of this week, and hopefully I'll have something to show y'all soon.
Hell yeah. Hell yes, dude. That's sick. I'm trying to think of a crack theory, but I don't.
The meme's already dead by now. Like, it really is, but I've got one.
Oh god. Let me have it. Lay it on me.
So the Akazaya Nine bravely plunge into Kaido, taking him down. Kaido says, "Your swords can't hurt me." They cut into Kaido and reveal he's made of cake?
Oh my, the strongest Yonko.
This whole time we've been thinking, oh, maybe he's an Oni who ate the dragon fruit, or he's a dragon who ate the Oni fruit. Nah.
He was a cake that ate the He was a cake that ate the fucking dragon fruit.
We cracked the code. We figured it out. Oda's coming to get me.